literally work for days putting all these little things in here. Just a few. That's enough to get us started. We can add some more later if we want to. Let's use the same old dirty brush. What the heck, it's working pretty good. No use messing with it if it's working. I'm going to go right into yellow. Be right back here. Grab a little bit of sap green. So we have yellow, sap green, a little yellow ochre, Indian yellow. Once in a while, a little touch of the bright red. The bright red is really in there to dull the green. All right. Now then. Let's begin picking out little things. Now, if you sort of look at your painting, it is totally different. You can begin picking out little shapes and forms. And things happen. Use just the corner of the brush. Just start picking out individuals. Just begin picking out individuals. Where they think they should be. There we go. Okay, change the flavor a little. The yellow over to this one. Looks like there's a different bush right there. See, it covers up the base of that one. Now, we don't want to kill all this background because all those little patterns that you put in there by themselves nearly look like all kind of little things. All colors here, and just sort of let these things happen. But once again, everybody's painting will be totally different, totally unique. So don't just try to copy. When you're doing yours, look at what happens. Take advantage of what happens. And as you know, if you've painted with us before, do not make mistakes. We have a happy accident. We don't make mistakes. Because we learn to work with anything that happens on this piece of canvas. You're truly the master of your world. Is that beginning to reveal being deep in the woods? So. Just layer after layer after layer. And these layers, working one layer at a time, keep coming forward. That's what will create the illusion of distance in your painting. I know I say that so much, but to me, it is very, very important in painting to have depth and distance in it. There. And maybe we'll go back up here. We need some little things over here on the other side too. We don't want to get totally backed out. Yeah, we're sort of at an overlap. Maybe we just come together up there. We don't know. All kinds of things. Used to be a fantastic place for the little squirrels. I gotta show you another picture of the Asgard. Been really scared in the series. I've showed you 2 or 3 times about a squirrel we call Peapod, the pocket squirrel. And he's one of the most precious little creatures. What I'm doing is we just put him up here. Now after he eats, that little rascal will sleep anywhere. He is the laziest little brother. Watch him like this. He comes up sometime. I have an old towel here. He just climbed up in it and sort of made himself at home and kicked back and oh, tummy's full and it's a nice warm day and off to sleep we'll go. But isn't he cute? And after he goes to sleep, you can literally just pick him up. Look at that. Looks like he's at the beach, doesn't he? Kick back there and getting a few rays. But that's how lazy that little rascal is after he gets his tummy filled. I think he's just one of the most precious little creatures I've ever had. I say his name is Peapod. And he wants to live in your pocket. He's probably 5 weeks old now, maybe. It'll be another couple of months before we can turn him loose. And off he'll go, and he'll have his own family. There. Hopefully he'll stay in the backyard when I turn him loose. He'll still visit with me. But if he doesn't, I know he's happy. And he's doing what's good for me. There. Maybe right in here. While you were watching the squirrel, all we've done is just continue to add some little bushes and tree things here and there. There we go. But isn't that a neat way of doing a background that it looks like there's just layer after layer of woods and forest and all kinds of things. Years ago, last traditional painter, I might have worked for 2 or 3 weeks to produce an effect like this. And chances are, I would have worked it to death. I would have been very muddy. And by muddy, I mean you just work your colors so much they just sort of all turn gray and brown, get dirty looking. I had a lot of problems with that when I was a traditional painter.
It is an honor to serve.
But this is so fast and so fresh that you don't have time hardly for it to get muddy. As I mentioned earlier, we can take our black with a little green in it. We can go back here and there. And we can add in a couple more little sticks and things. And we can sort of look at little patterns that happen here. Where we think there should be some little things to hold all these up. Just where? Just, once again, every painting is going to be different, and that's what makes it great. Look at yours and see where you think a little stick should be, a little twig. Whatever you need to hold up all the things you got, trees. Okay. I think today, it's such a good day. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Maybe, here we go. Maybe there's a big cliff here. Big drop off, big gully. So I'm going to put a little, I know you can't see this, but it's just straight Van Dyke brown. And I'm putting that there because I want to have a nice bank, a nice cliff or drop off or gorge or whatever you call it. I know it's going to be there. And to that, I say I'm having one of those days where you just feel sort of flaky. You just do nice things and have fun. A little dark sienna, a little Van Dyke brown, a little white. Don't overmix it. It's most important that it stay marbled like that. And you cut off that little roll of paint. All those different mixtures are right there in that roll. You can even see them there. See, there's white on the bottom, right there. And down here, there's a nice brown color. So it gives you all those little things happening. Now, I want to show, this is why I put brown in. Barely touch. Just crazy. This is just like you were laying snow in the mountain. Just put on a few little lines. Something like that. Probably makes no sense at all yet, but I have something in mind, I think. All right, let's go back. We'll go back to the old brush here that had the greens and stuff on it. Greens, yellow ochre, Indian yellow. Touch of bright red once in a while. See how we're loading that brush? It's actually being pushed real slow so you can see. It's being pushed. Right on the tip, you can see that little ridge of paint. Let's go here. Now that little ridge of paint, I want to make some little grassy areas back here. But that's actually all your paint. See it? Now we'll have some little grassy areas and they come right up here. And this is a very sharp drop off in my mind. So maybe there's some nice things that just literally came right over the edges. And that easy. That easy you can make it. I like to do things like this where you have all these little grassy things that hang over the edge. Those are fun to me. And people love these kind of little paintings. This is called gesso. To me is one of the neatest things that has ever been invented. I don't know why somebody didn't do it before I did. Now everybody's doing it. There. But isn't that neat? Here goes. I have that one hang over too. I just like to see the weeds hanging over there. Look at that beautiful effect that creates right in there. Oh my gosh, you could slip off in there and nobody ever find you doing that big thing. There we go. Tell you what. If I'm going to fall off in there, I want to land on something soft. Find the fine brush, dip it black and white into the titanium white. And give a touch, right back, third blue. So we have liquefied titanium paint, titanium white, and a touch of pale blue. Maybe? Here we right here. I see it. There's a little waterfall. There's a right in there. That easy. And you can do that basically with over and down. Over and down. It's most important you have a flat edge up here. I'll do it again. I don't want him that big, so I'll just cut him off later. But that's how it's done. And our waterfall maybe comes down here and hits a rock and does this. We'll put another rock in front here in a minute and it'll all make sense. There. Put some splashes. Water falling that far. There'll be some nice splashes going down here. There we go. Okay, now we'll go up too much brush. Put a little touch of titanium white on it. All straight down. All straight down. Something like that. And go across. See there? And instantly we have water. That's one of the neatest, nicest things about this whole technique is water. Now that we can just take the fan brush and come back on it. Clean up the edges, put some little ripples across the water where it's flowing out of here. And whatever. That's all we need. Now, back to our old knife. Take some Van Dyke Brown. And in my mind, it's going to be, maybe there's a projection that comes out here. You make any kind of little projection. Right there, comes right down. So you put that there, and you put a little highlight. All of a sudden, you push that water way back. Watch what it does here. Nice little touch. Just pull down. Barely touching the canvas. It'll have a tendency to push all that back. And this one. Back to our old brush, it has the yellows and the greens in it. You can come right back in here, get a little more color. Back in here, just let those things flow right forward. And if you're in trouble making the colors stick, at least touch of paint thinner to your brush. At least a little bit. And it'll thin the paint and it'll go right on the top of this thicker paint. And over here on the other side, we have to have something on the other side in there to get it really right about here. Let's have a nice projection that comes out. Tell you what, this comes right down and all that's way back. See how you change your mind, just put things in there. And in your world you can do this. Anything that you can imagine you can have. At least on this piece of canvas. At least on this piece of canvas you can. Like that, that pushes all the way back. Water splashed around his foots. Now here's a little trick. If you want to show water dripping down, lift it up. Just like the water, see? It's dripping down. Touch. Up. Water comes down. I know that sounds crazy, but it works. Trust me. But you heard that the last time you went to buy a used car. There we are. I want those little black, little blue, little lizard crimson. Just make a dark color. Old 2-inch brush. I want to have a nice bush setting out here on this. So I need some dark in here. Just so when I put some light on, it'll show. I want to make that waterfall a little smaller. So all we'll do is just cut him down. See? You can cut the waterfall down any size that you want. Any size that you want. Alright. Now then, let's make it a little brighter. Stand up. That's better. See, I just had a little bit more color on it. So it would stand out against the background. Now, there's a lot of moisture. There's a waterfall here. Usually, where there's a lot of moisture, plants seem to hang more. They just get lazy because they don't have to work for water, I guess. Okay. Now, tell you what, maybe there's another big rock right here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe we'll just pull it right on out here. This is just Van Dyke Brown. Little touch of dark sienna into it. Something like that. Now, small and down, so it's very dark. It looks like there's a little overhang there. Hope you can see that. That's sort of a sneaky little way of making like an overhang where you could stand and watch this beautiful little
It is an
waterfall.
honor to serve you.
And we'll have, maybe there's a little bush lives there. Little bushes live everywhere in our world. Little things just growing all around here. But when you're painting, make up little stories. Imagine this place is real. At least think about things, and mentally if you can see it, you can do it. So just a little practice. Okay, we said he's going to be crazy. Shoot, I'd like to live right here, so I'm going to put me a house. I'm going to put me a house that goes right here. There.
How may I help?
And this is going to be a big house. Great big house. And all we're doing here is just basically blocking it in. All we're going to do is just basic shape of this old house. There. Just Van Dyke brown. A little dark sienna here and there, but mostly Van Dyke brown. I have hit a little sienna. There. Okay. Well, we got to make some big decisions here. I still have that same highlight color I was using that there, just brown. Maybe we'll just put some indication here. Some little words going this way. We usually make them the other way. Just touching and working the way across. Give a little tiny dot. There. Vary the colors. Because birds are a little lighter in color than others, and some darker and some lighter better. And we take a clean, dry brush, one hair and some hair, and just gently across that. Makes a very nice old wood effect. That easy. Now, maybe this carpenter, maybe he had a toddy or two on the job, you know. That happens sometimes. So let's take, where does it happen sometimes? Let's take dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, and just a little white. See, there's the old color we were using. Now here's the new color. See how much darker it is? This is going to be on the shadow side. So we come out over here. Maybe these words and this side really go this way. Who knows? Today, what the heck? Back to our brush, it's dry. Touch that. A little bit. Tell you what, let's really get crazy. Take some white, some black, mix it together, make a gray, nice gray color. Use a little edge of the knife. Start right here at the root. Just begin pulling down and working the layers. I want to create the illusion of some nice little shingles, just sort of gray shingles on this. But that's going to mix with that brown that's already on the canvas and give you all kinds of little variations, which are very nice. Very nice. There. I'll tell you this, it's not that easy to put shingles in the root. If you've ever watched Dane Jester, one of our teachers, he's one of our national staff of teachers. He's a fantastic painter. But if you ever watch him, for many years he too was a carpenter, so he can tell you it was not that easy to do. Take a little light color. This can be just light gray. And we'll just sort of highlight these edges here so they stand out a little. And maybe we'll go a small one here. Maybe this is a two-story house. Let's get crazy. Put a window there, window there, window there. Take that one. Just straighten it out. Just use some black. Nobody's on it. But light in the window if you wanted to. Light color. Just sort of outline these a little. I like it. Now we notice some windows. Maybe up here there's a little something for the attic. That's probably where I'd have to go. Now, I got that black in there. Let's put the door over here. wherever you want. But I thought today we'd put it over here. Let's put, we got a minute remaining here, so let's have a little shed. Or I mean, not a shed, a little porch. Stands right out here. So the shed, you could make a shed the same way. Today we're just going to have a little porch to hold up everything to keep the rain off the guy that others can hear. Guess we need a little post. Porch up really tall. And we can take a little grass over here. We can have a finished paint. Did a super little thing. Try this one. I believe you'll like it. And if you have time, send us a photo of what you're doing. Every once in a while we put them together and we show them on TV. Until then, happy painting. God bless, my friend.
This program is brought to you by Northlight Books, publisher of over 200 how-to books and videos for fine artists and graphic designers, and by Langnickel, manufacturers of selected artist brushes.
Just a little bit of color. It's just a little thing with a lot of paint. Very, very good. And it'll dry on your canvas quite rapidly. You don't want to let this little color to show through my painting. Very nice. Just covers up the canvas. Wash the brush. Let's have some fun. Take some titanium paint. Just going to pull it out very flat. Come across it. A little bit of paint. Let's look here. Let's put some clouds playing in the sky. Angles here. Angles are very important. We'll take a little blue, this one crimson, mix it together, and we'll make a little purplish color. Blue, this one crimson.
just to break it up. You don't want to get much of this yellow ochre because it'll touch the blue. Serene sky. Red. A little bit of gold color in the sky is very pretty. It just adds a little flavor to it.
It is an
That
honor
easy.
to serve.
That easy. You gotta test it in this guy. It's very, very effective.
Good day.
Just very gently rub it to make it smooth. You know, when we look at knife paintings, a lot of times knife paintings are so often recognize what it is. Just enough to put a small amount of highlight.
It is an honor
Landscape
to
is
serve you.
darker. It's far, far away. It's very soft. So this one's darker. So it stands out. just live right along here. And all I'm doing is just barely touching the canvas. Let these little trees just fall away from me.
Blessings to you.
Right here. Just barely touching the canvas. There we go. work it back and forth, play with it. Keep these lines basically straight. Water's always looking for a place to be nice and level. So keep these lines straight.
Good evening. Blessings to you.
You are the Pussy King superstar, man of my dreams, a sexy little devil you are. You got my heart beating overtime. All like my fantasy, I want you, all it won't you be mine. You are the Pussy King superstar, man of my dreams, a sexy little devil you are. You got my heart beating overtime. All like my fantasy, I want you, all it won't you be mine.
Okay. Now we got to do something over here on the other side and make some big decisions. Maybe. Tell you what, let's just take some more of this black color that we have as well.
Hello.
And maybe. Right out in the water like that. And some
Good day.
add a little bit of the water right over the top.
day.
Maybe there is a mango tree. Let's use some mango. I'll put a little burn umber into it. Very rapidly. This is what the chance of flying through the sky. Okay, tell you what, let's get
can't
another
use this
arm.
yet.
And you can put as many arms on your tree as you want.
I can't carry anymore.
Your world. Let it go. Maybe there's another little arm lives right there. Whatever. And just some indications.
I am overworked.
So that's what you should do. Any way that makes you happy. It's your tree.
How may I help?
Right through here. Basic little things here and there.
Blessings to you.
And once again, you could do all this with the brush, or just as well, just to keep it together with you.
When the three evil...
Just do a beautiful little painting. It had a lot of beautiful colors. We just will have a good time. So out in all the colors across the screen that you need to do this paint, and they'll come across in exactly the same order as I have them on my palette. They're doing that in this corner here. I've already covered the canvas with it. Then you can come in quite. It's all wet and slick. It's ready to go too. So let's do it. I'm going to start out today with the smallest little touch of the Indian yellow and a little bit of bright red. Just mix these on a brush. A very, very small bit. See, it's kind of... Oh, yeah. That's good. This is just sort of nice. So, just watch the brush. Brush it.
Blessings to you.
Just play a little bit of this right like so. I don't want to cover up this bright color. Just want to throw a little bit of the blue and the black here and there. Like so. Thought maybe today we'd make some almighty clouds. Take a small amount of the red right here. I want a little warmer glow. A little bit more red. A little touch more of the red. There. And just really scrub that into the canvas. It's going to be a bright one today. Okay, let's build a happy little cloud. And we'll use the 1-inch brush now. When you're doing this at home, you could use a 1-inch brush or a fan brush or 2-inch brush. It doesn't matter. Put a little bit of the bright red in there. We'll sparkle those clouds. A little bit. Just up here. Now then, decide where you want a happy little cloud to live. Just tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. And just begin working all that together. Tiny little circles. Don't let them get too big. And keep your brush moving. You'll have places where the paint's very thick, places where it's very thin, places there's no paint. All these little things here. Top corner of the large brush, and just sort of mix it up, blend it out. Right here, and he just floats right down. Clouds are very free. They're one of the freest things in nature. They just float around and have a good time. There we go. Top corner of a large brush. Tiniest little circles. little roll of paint. Okay, let's go up here. Now, I have to make a big decision. Where's your big mountain? He lives right there. See, we put this lavender color over the yellow. Away with it because we use just sort of pull it down like this. This is where we can lay basic shapes, some angles. Some brush strokes. Every day's a good day when you're painting. Every day's a good day.
Good evening.
I had somebody tell me here a while back, they said, how can every day be a good day? It's just an every day. Can't be a good day. You don't think every day's a good day? Try this. Listen. All right, let's go try to play. Take some white. This first. Just grazing the canvas. As I've said on some of the earlier shows in the series, when I was teaching the scene, just to pretend he was a whisper across. Just graze the canvas. Lighter than what we have up here, and then this is pay very close attention to the angles. The angles are the secret. And not much paint. The smallest amount of paint possible. should get darker in value. This base color should get darker and darker. Really push it into the fabric. Push hard. Just hides back there and has food in between those. Area back in there. Sneaky, huh? I think he's coming. Once again, clean, dry brush, and very gently, very gently. Always follow the ankles. You can almost paint with anything. Just practice enough. Just practice. Alright, let me grab another fan brush here. Tell you,
Good day.
right into some liquid white, and then right into the let's really make it more interesting. some alizarin crimson, a tiny bit of
Blessings
phthalo
to
blue,
you.
I think, yep. Just push it in. That comes right down this way. So when you do just all the same basic rules. Nature is just okay. Let's take our old fan brush. Go right into, let's see, there's some black, blue, crimson. I'm going to grab a little bit of white so I can lighten that up a little. Okay, let's go back up here. A lot of paint on the brush, and maybe their lips. I have a little tree, and this time I'm going to push up. Push up. Brush up. Push down. Some parts of the country trees. Some of them that are a little closer, you can see a little highlight. So I'll take the same old dirty brush, go into a little yellow. It's just quite dark because it's far away. Now then, occasional sprays to push it up. Not a whole bunch, you don't get all the dark. Just do that. Some of them will help same illusion of distance. Let's put some highlights on this brush. We'll use a 1-inch brush today to all the yellows. Let's do it. Okay.
It is an honor to serve you.
Because anything that you don't want here, you just cover it up. You can do anything in here. Anything on this piece of canvas, big old stones. There. Back to our highlight color. Just begin putting some highlights on those stones. Brown and white. There we go. Like so. Back to our 1-inch brush. Some of the yellows and the greens. And begin some little bushes in between. As I said, anything that you don't want, you just cover it up. Easy to do. So just wherever you want them. Let's go on the other side. Same thing over here. Make your little individual bushes one at a time. Just like so. You work in layers. Always working in layers. Now, back to our water. Liquid white and the titanium white. Okay. Now begin splashing some of that water up against these stones. Let it swivel, swirl, have fun. Just sort of think like water. Just push it up, let the splashes hit, crash. Like so. Oop, there went one. See? Think about all the little areas underneath the water. There we go. When I say repeatedly through these shows, I just mentioned it again. If there's things that you want to see painted that we haven't painted, drop me a line. I would love to hear from you. And this is where most of our ideas come from for the paintings that we do. It's from people all over the country, and they write and tell me what they want to see. A lot of them send pictures, and that helps a great deal. If I know what you want, then I can do that for you. Little stone there, little highlight on it. Okay, back to my 1-inch brush. We'll load it full of paint. And maybe, yep, it's a happy little bush. He lives right there. See, this sort of closes all that in. You can put little stones wherever you want them. Okay, then we take a clean knife and just scrape in all kinds of little sticks and twigs. Let's go over here and put some on this side too. We don't want it left out. Just like that. Now then, the old clock's telling me I got to get going here, but I want to have some fun before we go. Let's go into a little bit of black. A little bit of black. Let's go right up here. I think in my painting, I want a big tree right there. There's his trunk. There's his trunk.